Hi there, Teresa from the Fargo Red Wing Shoe Store. I'd like to thank you, the hardworking men and women, for supporting our small business, because we couldn't do it without you. So thank you to each and every one of you for helping us have this memorable year. It's been our pleasure to help you. If you've never worn Red Wing boots, stop in and see what we're all about at 3003 Main Avenue in Fargo. Red Wing shoes for ultimate durability.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is January 23rd. Lisa, Scott with you this morning. Robert, and one more day for Lydia. We'll get to Robert's terrible weekend forecast here in just a moment. We got to blame it on you.
Yeah.
One more day of blaming it on you.
Just one more day.
I'd like to remind you we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. Love it when you join us live, but it stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you, or listen to it as a podcast. Just go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute.
We've been thinking of all different ways to try to say really cold, like all morning long, because it is just frigidly cold out there, dangerously low temperatures.
Exactly. We're looking at this morning, we saw up north Langdon, Rolla, for example, in the 50s below. That, of course, you don't need me to tell you that that's dangerously cold outside. And the rest of the region in the 40s and 30s below as well. So we're going to continue to see that throughout the day. Now, temperatures warm up to the upper teens and single digits below zero, but as you can tell, it's going to stay below zero the entire day. And not until Monday we get back above. So if you have any plans this weekend outdoors, save it for another time, because this is one of those times you don't want to be outside for more than minutes at that.
Yeah, because if you're not properly dressed, even if you are, frostbite could really be an issue.
Certainly, and not just if you're going to be driving as well. You want to make sure you have winter items in your car. You never know in this cold if your car can break down. And that, of course, a lot of cars, I imagine, might not even start this morning, that have been sitting out all night because of the batteries, in which if you have a bad battery, really can't really stand these cold temperatures. So you want to make sure you have items such as blankets, multiple layers of warm clothing in your car, non-perishable food items, because even if you're driving and the roads are looking okay, you never know what could happen. You don't want to be stuck out in that cold.
Absolutely.
Full tanks of gas, that kind of thing if you're leaving town. You mentioned 40, 50 below. That's the wind chills, and it's not even really that windy, but just a little bit of wind is making a big impact.
Yeah, when you start at 20 below zero, it does not take much wind to drop those values like crazy. And so the wind right now, it's only around 10, 15 miles an hour. It's not that strong, but again, when it's this cold outside, that's when it can really exponentially go down quickly.
For sure. So it sounds like Monday, first chance of getting back above zero?
Actually, a really decent shot. We'll actually get into the teens above zero, so
Okay.
it'll feel like summer outside. Rest of the week, it's going to be single digits above zero, like right around there, 2, 3, 4 degrees. So it'll be an improvement, but we'll have to wait until next Friday into the following weekend for consistent days in a row of teens above zero.
Okay, sounds good. Maybe you won't have much to say about this, but it sounds like there's supposed to be a huge winter system hitting half the country.
Yeah,
Can you
certainly.
talk about that a little bit, how it's going to be super cold?
Yep.
Other places too, and just what's that maybe looking like?
So that cold is spreading all throughout the lower 48, really in the central part of the U.S. out to the East Coast, and they're getting a monster winter storm in the central part of the United States, stretching all the way to Virginia, Washington, D.C. We're talking about over a foot of snow in numerous spots. Now, for us, we're behind that system, and we're seeing the Arctic blast side of it. So while we aren't seeing any snow, we are getting the full brunt of the cold air behind it. So,
For sure. All right.
yeah, but for the snow, that's not going to be affecting us. We get the cold instead. So.
It's like pick your poison.
Yep.
What do you want? All right. Well, anything else, Robert, people need to know?
I think that's it. Otherwise, just be safe this weekend. Again, limit your time outdoors. It's one of those days where if you have any errands, you park the car, you walk in right away. Don't waste any time outdoors. It's just too cold outside.
Maybe run.
Yeah, run. Yeah,
Carefully.
yeah. Careful.
That's right. Don't slip on the ice.
All right, Robert. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay, well, it is so cold that some schools are closing down or having students come in late today.
Yep.
UND and Grand Forks, all M-State campuses, and Detroit Lakes schools are all closed today. Moorhead, DGF, and Hawley are all running 2 hours late. Fargo, West Fargo, and Grand Forks are all on time.
Jamestown Public Schools says they have counselors available for students after a 16-year-old freshman was killed in a crash. Family friends say Jake Stiles was walking home from Dollar General on Wednesday afternoon when he was hit by a semi-truck that was turning the corner. The roads were icy at the time. The truck driver was not hurt, but Possible charges are under investigation.
Organizers are planning a statewide protest against ICE today in Minnesota. That includes a demonstration in Moorhead. They're calling it ICE Out of Minnesota, a day of truth and freedom. It's just the latest in a series of anti-ICE protests that are happening across the area since federal agents went into the Twin Cities. Protesters are asked to stand along 20th Street in Moorhead, south of 28th Avenue, facing I-94. It's going to happen from 3 to 5 here locally.
A first-of-its-kind survey for Fargo Police is giving them a new look at how people view safety across the city. Fargo Police Chief David Zabolski says the results from that survey are mostly positive. Of the nearly 500 responses, 61% say they feel completely safe in their neighborhoods, but 64% still say there are parts of Fargo they consider unsafe. Among the biggest concerns, drugs top the list, followed by reckless driving and speeding as a close second, and then police not having enough resources was third.
Today, the North Dakota State Senate will vote on a bill that would give students free school meals. It narrowly passed the House on Thursday. Supporters of the bill say free lunches are good for schools, good for students, and popular with voters. Critics question whether or not it's really an issue for North Dakotans. If the Senate passes the bill, it heads to Governor Armstrong's desk to be signed.
Today, the boat show is back at the Fargo Dome. Today, they're going to be opening up from noon to 8. Tomorrow, it's 10 to 8. And then on Sunday, 10 to 5. Tickets are $12, so if you want to go in there and kind of stay out of the cold and look at some really cool boats.
Dream of warmer days.
Exactly, daydream of the summer that will hopefully eventually be here. You could do that out at the Fargo Dome.
Another fun indoor event for adults tomorrow. You can rock the night away and enjoy some craft beer. Hairball will be back in town playing at Shields Arena. Hairball, of course, covers rock legends like Van Halen, Kiss, Queen, Journey, and more. But ahead of the concert, fans can also take part in the second annual Craft Beer Crawl. Admission to the beer crawl is included with the purchase of a concert ticket. General admission tickets, just under $38. You can purchase them on the Shields Arena website.
Rock and roll and beer. Sounds good to me.
Good pair.
All right, don't forget, for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, get an all-access pass for our website, Inforum.com. Just go to Inforum.com/subscribe to get that deal.
Join us for our next newscast. It's coming up at 11 this morning. And then we have you covered starting at 4 this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
First News is back tomorrow morning, or Monday morning, I should say, from 5 to 7. Until we see you next time, stay warm and stay safe.